All right, everyone. Welcome to our Friday Flow Deep Stretch. This is Katie. I just want to remind you to listen to your bodies today. Do what feels good. Don't try to push it if it doesn't feel good. And ask for adaptations if you need it. Keep some water nearby and enjoy your workout. We're going to start getting our temperature up and moving our bodies. So let's find our way to our mats. We'll take a neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. And we're going to start with our great big arm circles. So we'll start with forward arm circles, making those as big as we can, taking the arms up, forward, down to the floor, and behind us. Make sure you start to take some big breaths in through your nose, maybe exhale through your mouth. And let's go ahead and switch directions with those arm circles. Taking them backwards now.
Audio not transmitted.
Good, and let's go ahead with every circle, make it a little bit smaller than the last one until you get to about a quarter-sized circle. And go ahead and let your arms fall. Take a little rest with those arm circles. We're going to do some hamstring scoops. So we'll start from that neutral standing position. We'll step our right foot out in front of us, heel down, toe up. And we're gently going to, I got a little bit of echo going. Gently trace those fingers down your leg until you reach your heel, and then you'll come back up to standing and repeat. So right leg only, hamstring scoops. Make sure we're going nice and slow. Taking that inhale as you raise yourself to standing, exhale as you reach down your leg. And last one here. Go ahead and step that right foot back underneath your hip, and we'll repeat with the left side, stepping left foot out in front of us, heel down, toe up, and gently tracing your fingers down your leg towards your foot, coming back up to standing and repeating that gentle scooping motion. Good. Remember, we're taking those breaths, gentle exhales as we reach down. Inhale as you rise up. And on your next scoop, go ahead and bring yourself back up to standing. Feet under hips, toes forward. Let's go for some slow glute kicks. So I'm going to place my hands on my hips and slowly bend at the knee, kicking right heel towards right glutes, stepping that foot back down, and then kicking left heel towards left glutes, and alternating, just nice and slow. Get the hamstrings to warm up a little bit. And let's pause those glute kicks, getting both feet back on the ground. We'll do some gentle pelvic tilting or standing cat-cow. So keeping those hands on your hips, we're going to push our hips forward, kind of tucking our pelvis. And then we're going to tilt our hips backward, arching our back, and kind of sticking our butt out behind us. And just alternating between those two, tucking and arching the pelvis. Feeling all that musculature that surrounds your pelvis, abdominals, glutes, feeling the different ways that they stretch and contract when we tilt our pelvis. And using our hands just kind of as gentle guides or feedback indicators. Keeping our chest open, taking those big breaths. And next we're going to stir the pot. So go ahead and bring your pelvis back to neutral, right in the middle of those cat and cows. And to stir the pot, we're going to keep our feet planted where they're at. And we're just going to push our hips forward, take them to the left, back behind us, and to the right. So drawing a great big circle with our hips. Starting with the circle to the right. Just making that circle as big as you can. And let's go ahead and switch the direction of our circles. Stir the pot the other way. And last big circle here. Go ahead and come back to center, back to that neutral stance. And we're going to do 3 of our sun salutations. So starting in our neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. I'm going to take a big inhale, take my arms out wide to the side and overhead until I'm reaching towards the ceiling and as extended as possible. I'm going to exhale and forward fold, reaching my hands down towards the floor, towards my feet. I'm going to take my hands to my shins or ankles. Inhale and flatten out my back for a half lift. Inhale, full forward fold once again, relaxing the back, reaching the arms as far as they can towards the floor. Then I'm going to inhale once again, rising myself all the way back up to standing, arms back out to the sides and overhead until my palms come together over my head. I'm going to exhale and take those hands down in front of my face until they are resting on my chest. And we'll repeat. Starting with our inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Flattening the back, taking hands to your knees or your shins. Exhale, full forward fold. Just letting your arms and shoulders hang in your neck and head. And inhale, back up to standing, arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, lower them in front of your face to your chest. And last one. Take that big inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full fold. And inhale, arms out and up, palms together. Exhale and lower them into your chest. Beautiful. You can go ahead and release those arms, shake out your shoulders if you need to. Body should be a little bit warmer than they started with. Staying in our standing position, we're going to widen our feet out about 2 steps outside of our hips. So we're in a really wide stance now. My toes are pointing forward and slightly outward, so I'm just in a nice wide stance. Placing my hands on my hips, I'm going to bend my knees just slightly, about a quarter squat or even less if you need. We're going to do some of those Cossack rocks. So I'm just going to gently shift my weight over into my right leg, kind of straightening out the left leg, feeling that stretch in the inner thigh on the left, and then gently rocking over to the left leg, straightening out the right leg, stretching that inner thigh. So just in that wide stance, rocking left to right, alternating which leg straightens and which leg bends. You can always use a chair or a wall if you need a little extra support for your arms to hold on to while you stretch. Might feel some cracking, popping. Never want it to be intense, but sometimes our joints get a little crunchy. Mine do. And on your next breath, go ahead and raise yourself back to standing. You can bring your feet back together under your hips. We're going to do some standing side bends, but we'll be holding the stretch, so not alternating, but starting in our neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. Let's inhale, raise both arms up overhead till we're reaching towards the ceiling. We're going to take our left hand and grab our right wrist, and then we're going to gently pull that right wrist up to the ceiling and lean our bodies to the left. Nice, static, side stretch. Also stretching out that shoulder and the right arm. Make sure we're also paying attention to our pelvis. You might feel your back trying to arch during this stretch. Go ahead and tuck that pelvis back underneath your rib cage as you hold the stretch. And let's go ahead and come back to center. Release those arms back down by your sides. Shake them out if you need to. And let's repeat on the other side. Inhaling, reaching both arms overhead, grabbing left wrist with right hand, gently pulling it to the ceiling, and leaning your body to the right. Tucking your pelvis, not arching your back. You also might feel your chest wanting to come to the floor. See if you can try to keep it open to the front of you, that you really maximize that stretch in the left side. And on your next breath, go ahead and come back to center and release your arms back down by your sides. Go ahead and shake them out. Next, we'll have our triangle stretch. So let's go ahead and find that neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. From here, we're going to step our right foot back behind us about 2 or so steps until we're in kind of a lunge position, standing lunge position. My left toes are going to stay forward. My back right toes are going to point slightly out to the right, but my heels are still pretty much in line with each other in this lunge position. I'm going to keep my left or front leg extended with maybe just a slight bend in the knee, but we're going to try to keep it as straight as we can. I'm going to take my arms out from my shoulders in that print letter T position and gently turn my chest to the right. So now I'm kind of in a lunge with my arms out. Take a big inhale, and then we're gently going to reach our left hand down towards our left hip, raising our right hand through the ceiling for that triangle stretch. Be feeling a nice hamstring stretch in that left leg, and then a little bit of a back stretch in your right side of your back. Good. Just continue to breathe here. And on your next breath, go ahead and inhale. Raise yourself back up to standing. You can release your arms down, shake them out. Let's step our right foot back underneath our hips, back to that neutral standing position, and we'll switch sides, stepping our left foot behind us about 2 to 3 steps in that lunge position. Inhale, raising both arms up and out from the shoulders. Keeping the front leg as straight as possible, we're going to reach right hand down towards right foot, and left hand goes up to the ceiling, left fingertips to the ceiling, chest opens to the left. Triangle stretch, triangle pose.
Katie, are both legs straight?
Yes, both legs are mostly straight. You're kind of just in that standing lunge, but not lunging, just wide stance. And on your next breath, go ahead and raise yourself back up to standing. Let your arms fall back down by your sides and step your left foot back underneath your hips. Let's transition down to our knees, hands and knees on the mat or tabletop. You can grab on all fours to start, and then let's go ahead and raise our hands off of the mat so we're just in a kneeling position. Let's step our left foot forward, so right knee stays down on the mat, left foot is now in front of us, and our left leg is at a 90-degree angle. Keeping our hands on our hips or on a support on either side of us, we're going to go into that deep lunge. So I'm going to shift my hips forward and down into the mat for that deep lunge stretch. Hands can also come to the floor or to your left thigh. Wanting to feel that stretch in the front of the right hip. Let's just take a few breaths here. Good. On your next breath, go ahead and shift those hips back towards your right heel, lengthening the left leg out in front of us to a runner's lunge. Stretching out the entire back side of the left leg. You're going to feel more intense of a stretch the closer you pull your toes towards your shin. So feel it, test it out. Also getting a little bit of feedback, so I'm going to mute everyone. Holding that runner's lunge. And let's shift our hips back forward into that deep lunge. And on your next breath, go ahead and bring that left knee back under your hips So we're in that starting kneeling position. And let's step our right foot now out in front of us. Right foot flat on the mat in that 90-degree angle. So we're in that kneeling lunge position. And when you're ready, go ahead and sink those hips forward and down into that deep lunge stretch. Now stretching the front of the left hip. Make sure you're continuing to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. On your next breath, let's shift our hips back towards our left foot, straightening out the right leg for our runner's lunge. Either keeping our hands down on the mat, using an external source for balance, or hands on your hips. Whatever feels good, stretching the entire back of the right leg. Remember to play with that flexion of the foot, pulling your toes towards your shin. You're going to feel a very intense stretch. Pointing the toes away will loosen that stretch a little bit. And let's go ahead and shift the hips forward one more time into that deep lunge. Taking a few more breaths here. And on your next breath, we can release that deep lunge. Let's go ahead and get back to a tabletop position where my knees are both down in the mat under my hips. My hands are down on the mat now as well. My wrists, elbows, and shoulders are all stacked. Next, we're going to do a puppy pose. So I'm going to walk my hands out away from me just about 2 or 3 steps. Keeping my knees under my hips, I'm going to shift my hips back towards my heels as if I'm doing a child's pose. I'm actually going to walk my knees back a little bit away as well. So keeping my hips up in the air, I'm just going to push them back and up, keeping my knees in the mat. So hands are outstretched away from me. Hips are still up in the air, knees are in the mat. Getting a nice stretch in my back. You can gently shift the hips to the right and to the left. An option here to stay in puppy, or you can tuck your toes under your feet, raise your knees off the mat for a down dog, pushing your hips up to the sky. Both options are great. You'll get a similar stretch. Always recommend to try both. And on your next breath, if you were in down dog, go ahead and lower your knees back down. If you were in puppy, go ahead and push your hips now all the way back towards your heels for a child's pose. The child's pose, our hips have completely sat back onto our heels. Our arms are still outstretched away from us, overhead. And let's just take a few breaths here. Option to widen out your knees as well to either side of the mat or just outside of your hips. other option to add a little bit of cushion if you need it under your knees. I need it today. My knees don't feel very good. And we're going to thread the needle starting on the left side. So keeping our left arm extended out away from us. Let's go ahead and take our right hand and thread it between left elbow and left knee, reaching that arm and hand through until we turn our shoulders to the left. And we'll just hold here, stretching that right shoulder. And if this is not very comfortable to do in child's pose, you can raise those hips back up like a puppy pose to take a little bit of pressure out. Loosen the stretch a little bit. And on your next breath, let's bring that right hand back and extend it out away from us, back to that standard child's pose. And let's thread the needle now on the right, taking our left hand, threading it between right elbow and right knee until we turn our shoulders to the right, stretching our left shoulder. Continuing to take those deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just starting to feel your body relax with every breath and loosen up. On your next breath, let's bring that left hand back and extend it out away from us once again. Let's take a big inhale and slowly push your hips forward until we get back to that tabletop. Let's do a few cat-cows to transition and wash out the hips. So from our tabletop position, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, we'll take an inhale. We'll arch our back, kind of tilt our hips up to the sky and our nose. Then we will exhale, rounding the back, pushing the hips forward, tilting nose down to your mat. And just alternating between those two. Make sure we're breathing. And I always want to offer the option to add a little sway side to side. Sometimes it feels good just to sway. Add a little extra movement. On your next breath, go ahead and come back to neutral, and then we will bring ourselves to a seated position on your mat. I'm grabbing a quick drink of water. So now we are in a seated position. Our legs are extended long, out away from us. Heels down on the mat, toes up. We're just going to do a standard seated forward fold here. I'm going to inhale, raise both arms up overhead. I'm going to exhale, slowly folding my body over, reaching my hands towards my feet. They might land on my shins, they might land on my ankles, my feet. Everywhere is acceptable. It's about the stretch you feel along the back of your thighs, back of your legs. Continue to take those deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. On your next breath, go ahead and slowly raise yourself back up to upright seated, one vertebrae at a time. Once you've come back to that full upright seated position, keep your legs extended out in front of you. We're going to bend the right knee and hug it into our chest, nice and close in this seated position. Make sure our chest is proud, shoulders are back and down. Good posture. And option to stay here in this knee hugging position, or you can step the right foot over left knee and hug the knee in once again to the chest, stretching those right glutes. Far beyond the beach. And if you want to add a little twist and maybe get a little more stretch, you have the option to kind of turn your chest and shoulders to the right and take your right hand behind your body while your left hand hugs your knee in. On your next breath, let's go ahead and release that right leg back out long away from us. And let's hug the left knee into the chest now. Taking a minute here in this hug. Staying here or stepping left foot over right knee or right thigh. Stretching out the left glutes. An option to add that gentle twist of the shoulders to the left, taking the left hand behind us. Continuing those breaths, just gentle. On your next breath, go ahead and release that left leg back out long. And we'll transition into our butterfly stretch. So from the extended leg position, go ahead and bend your knees, bringing the feet closer to you. And then we'll put the palms, the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees fall out to the sides. Just getting a little southern twang today. I don't know where it's coming from. All right, once we're in this butterfly stretch here, we'll go ahead and gently grab onto our feet and we can lean ourselves forward gently, getting that nice inner thigh stretch. On your next breath, go ahead and sit yourself upright, chest proud, shoulders back and down. We're gently going to twist to the right. So I'm going to take my right hand, place it behind my back as support. And then my left hand will come to my right knee to gently guide that twist to the right, still holding that butterfly. Just adding a little thoracic lumbar twist. On your next breath, go ahead and release that twist to the right, and let's switch it to the left. Taking our left hand and placing it behind our backs. Right hand comes to left knee. Gently twisting your shoulders to the left. On your next breath, go ahead and bring yourself back to center, facing your feet. Option to keep holding this butterfly here, or you can extend your legs out long. Just find a comfortable seated position. We're going to do some neck stretches. Let's roll our shoulders back and down once again, chest proud. And we're just going to take our right ear down towards our right shoulder, stretching the left side of the neck, and trying to pull our shoulders down and away from our ears. It's the end of the week. Sometimes a lot of stress can build up. And that just makes your shoulders rise, rise, rise towards your ears. Let's pull them down, push them away. That stretch. Option to add a gentle nod if you would like, taking chin to chest and crown of head to the back wall, while still holding right ear towards right shoulder. On your next breath, let's bring that head back to center. Roll the shoulders back and down. And now we will take left ear to left shoulder, holding the stretch, depressing the shoulders or pulling them down away from your ears. Feeling that nice lengthening stretch on the right side of the neck. And option to add that gentle nod if you would like. And let's go ahead and bring our head back to center. We'll just do some gentle neck circles. So we'll start going to the right. We'll take our chin down to our chest right ear to right shoulder, crown of our head to the back wall, left ear to left shoulder, and repeat. Nice and slow head circles. Remember to feel those shoulders and see if they're rising towards your ears. Keep them pressed down. Forced relaxation. And let's switch direction of those circles, taking them to the left. And let's go ahead and bring our head back to center. And finally, my favorite part of class, let's lie down on our backs, finding a comfortable way to get there. All right. Once we have gotten to this lying position, our legs are extended long, arms are just down by our sides, palms facing down. We're going to do what I call kind of a hip raise or a heel pull. So we'll start with our right hip, staying flat on your mat as we are lying. I want you to pull your right hip up towards your rib cage and press your left heel down away from you. And we'll just hold there, kind of stretching the hip now, up and down instead of side to side or forward and backward. Just feeling how far you can pull that right hip up and push that left heel down. Continuing to take deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And on your next breath, let's go ahead and bring your feet back to even and your hips. And then we'll switch sides, pulling that left hip up now towards your rib cage, pushing the right heel down and away from you. Kind of gauging that control of your body that you have. And if you feel your back wanting to arch a lot, try to engage your core, kind of tuck your pelvis as you raise the hip. And on your next breath, let's go ahead and bring those hips and feet back to even. You can reset the pelvis if you need to. Kind of roll the hips underneath. Take a big breath in, and then we're going to gently bring the right knee up towards our chest and give it a big hug. Keeping our hips planted in the mat. Let's draw some gentle ankle circles with our right foot to the right. Kind of pointing the toes, flexing the foot. And let's switch direction of those ankle circles now to the left, counterclockwise. Next, we'll transition into figure 4 stretch. So keeping the right leg up towards your chest. Let's bend the left knee, bringing the left foot flat on the mat, left knee up towards the ceiling. We're going to take our right ankle to the top of that left thigh, left knee, and let our right knee fall out to the side. Option to stay here, just in this gentle figure four, or you can take your hands to the back of your left thigh, raise your left foot off of the mat to make that figure four stretch a little more intense. We have options. Just wanting to stretch that right hip. Feeling our bodies release and relax. Expand your chest and lungs with air and then expel it. On your next breath, go ahead and release that right ankle. We'll take both legs out long again in that lying position. You can rock the hips left to right, shake them out. And let's go ahead and bring left knee up into chest and give it a big hug. Starting with those ankle circles clockwise, pointing the toe, flexing the foot. And let's switch direction of those circles to counterclockwise. And on your next breath, let's bring the right foot flat to the mat, right knee up to the ceiling. Gently take your left ankle, rest it on top of right thigh, right knee. Left knee will fall out to the side for that figure four. Option is stay here with your hands as supports, maybe gently guiding that left knee away from you, or interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh and pulling the right knee into your chest gently if you want more intense of a stretch. Seeing if with every exhale, you can release that left hip a little bit more. Kind of feel your body melt into the floor. On your next breath, let's release that figure four. We'll take left foot down flat on the mat, left knee up to the ceiling. So now both knees are up to the ceiling, both feet are flat. We're going to do some gentle lumbar twists. So you have the option to have your arms out in cactus arms, or you can leave them down by your sides. We're going to do some, sorry, I already said that, lumbar twist. So if you're doing cactus arms, go ahead and take your arms out to the side from your shoulders, and then you're just going to bend your arm at a 90-degree angle, taking your fingertips overhead. And let's gently drop our knees together over to the left, and then we will turn our nose to the right. Just holding this twist. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your knees back to center and then gently drop both knees down over to the right while turning your nose to the left. Continue to take those calming breaths. Feel your body release. Feel yourself melt. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring those knees back to center. And let's bring both knees up into our chest and give them a big hug. And we can just gently rock ourselves left to right and up and down. Just massage that lower back out. Option to stay here in this gentle rock, or we can transition to a happy baby by reaching and grabbing our feet, bottom of our feet, reaching through between our thighs, grabbing the bottom of your feet. You can just stay here if you'd like for this nice inner thigh stretch, or keeping your hands grabbed onto your feet, you can extend your legs until your feet go towards the ceiling and are parallel to the ceiling. Great inner thigh stretch. You can add again a gentle rock if you'd like. Let's take those last few restorative deep breaths for our practice, our stretch. In through your nose, holding for a couple seconds at the top, and then expelling everything through your mouth. Breathing in good thoughts, expelling bad thoughts. And on your next exhale, go ahead and release that happy baby stretch. Gently roll yourself up to seated and give yourself a pat on the back. I hope you enjoyed our Friday flow. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and you're feeling relaxed and stretched.